Hippolyta. Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like as to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation am I, with complaint against my child. Hermia, my daughter, stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it so, she will not here, before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax. By him imprinted, and within his power to lead the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father but looked with mine eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made so bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which withering on a virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So live, so grow, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's wife. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine. And all my right to her I do state unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes, every way is fairly right, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And which is more, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why shall I not then prosecute my right?
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with Demetrius not to spoke thereof, but being overfull of self affairs. My mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, fair Hermia, look you, arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love?
With duty and desire, we follow thee.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well besteem them from the tempest of mine eyes.
Ay me, for all that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes!
Or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as any shadow, short as any dream!
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Let us teach our trial patience, for it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and sighs and dreams, tears and wishes, poor fancy's followers.
Oh, good persuasion! Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager. From Athens is her house remote, 7 leagues. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place, the sharpest any law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I met thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers love, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love, keep promise. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay, Demetrius loves you fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lone stars, and your tongue's sweet air. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown on him, and yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, and yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he loves me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
And none but your beauty. Would that fault were mine?
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek friends and strangers' companies. Farewell, good playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius.
Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some over others some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all by not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged, cutely painted blind, and therefore is love said to be a child. For in his choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. Oh, for ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed out oaths that he were only mine. And when this halesome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. Oh, I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have but thanks, it is a dear expense. But here it mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again. Oh!
I don't know. I'm reading nothing about it. I'm watching maybe.
This is all our company here.
You were bet to call them generally, man by man according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play an interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then name the name of the actors and grow to a point.
Marin, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good play, I assure you, and of Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the actors according to the scroll.
Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for, then proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
Ah, this will call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do this, let the audience look to their eyes, I will move storms, I will condole in some measure. And yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. Amphibious car shall shine from far and make it mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Call the rest of the guys.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith. Let me not play a woman. I've got a bid coming.
Oh, that's all one. You shall play it in the mass, and you may speak as small as you will.
Ooh! I hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrously little voice. Ah, Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus dear, lover dear of mine, Thisbe dear. Huh?
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Very well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here! Peter Quince!
Robin Starveling. You must play Thisbe's mother. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Ooh! Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Ooh, that would hang us, every mother's son. I grant you, friends, that if that we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no option but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as 'twere a suckling dove. I will roar you as 'twere a nightingale.
You can play no part with Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man.
Oh.
Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beer would I best play?
Why, what you will. But masters, here are your thoughts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without town by moonlight. I pray you, fail me not.
We will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu! Oh, God, what are you doing? Damn. I don't understand. I just can't.
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. We do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and we serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. We must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.
Farewell, thou love of spirits will be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen comes not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fair in wrath, for she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she, of course, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all of her joy.
Either we mistake your shape and make me quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow.
Are not you he?
That frights the maidens of the villagery?
Skim milk and labor in the quern and bootless make the breathless housewife churn?
Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work and they shall have good luck.
Are not you
now
he?
speakest the right! I am that merry wonder of the night. I jest with Oberon and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a fillet fowl. Sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bow, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she threats, against her lips I bark, and on her wither do that poor the elf, the wise is on telling the saddest tale. Sometimes a 3-foot stool mistaketh me, slip I from her bum, down topples she, and the tailor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir grabs their hips and laughs. But the room fed is, here comes Oberon.
And here our mistress would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence! I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest depths of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou, thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigonia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Aegle break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer's spring, met we, on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frost falls in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old time's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies away! We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come here. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a pool, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil in her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember!
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took, at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees.
I'll put the girl round about the earth in 14 minutes. Woo!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in the plainest of truth tell you that I do not nor cannot love you?
And even for that I do love you the more.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
No, and I am sick when I look not on you.
You impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege. For you, in my respects, are all the world.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beast.
Oh, the wildest has not such a heart as you. Run when you will. These stories shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The grub, the dumb pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice
questions. Let me go. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief. In the wood.
Oh, I! In the temple, in the town, in the field! Oh, you mean mischief! Fie, Demetrius! I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well! Oh!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer. I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
And let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongues, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Fill 'em out with melody, sing our sweet lullaby. Fill 'em out with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lullaby, 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 lullaby. Hands away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fellow, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us here, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve its pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the cinch, sweet of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. I mean that until your heart mine is lit, so that with one heart we can make of it.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then in life, when I, in loyalty, here, is my bed. Sleep, give thee all thy rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenians found I none, on whose eyes I might approve. This flower's force and stirring low, night in silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid, and maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she does not lie, near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the powers charmed a throw. Without wicked let love forbid, sleep it sit on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence! Do not haunt me thus!
Oh! Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. But who is here? Lysander on the ground dead? Or asleep? Oh, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my soul.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What? Though he loved her Hermia, though Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I have with her spent, not Hermia, but Helena do I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but you must flout my insufficiency. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should therefore of another be abused. Oh, good.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. For as a surefeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, so my heresy and my surefeit of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address thy love and might to honor Helena and to be her Nahita! Ha!
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Lysander! What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak! And if thou hearest, speak of all loves, for I swoon almost with fear. No. Then I'll perceive you all not nigh. Either death, or you I'll find immediately.
And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This heartland break our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Billy Bottom?
There are things about this comedy of Thisbe and Pyramus that will not please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide, I assure you. What sayest you about that?
Bargaining of palace fear. I believe we must leave the killing out.
Not a wit! No, not a wit. Write me a prologue. And in the prologue, let it seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords.
Well, we will have such a prologue. It shall be written in 8 and 6.
Make it 2 more. Make it 8 and 8.
You can never do that. How about we write a prologue and it say, year 4, you can be afraid of no lion. I'll fear it.
I promise you.
You ain't doing extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
No. Gentlemen. You should consider with yourselves to bring, God forbid, a lion amongst ladies is a truly terrible thing. Sorry.
No. You can write a prologue and then it say, no one fear the lion.
Well, it shall be so.
No. No. You must name his name. And he himself must step forth, saying, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would beseech you, not to fear, not to tremble. My life for yours. You think I come hither as a lion? No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And then just tell them plainly that it's Donkey Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe do meet by moonlight.
Does not the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find moonshine! Find moonshine!
Oh, yes, it does shine that night!
Well, then you can leave the casement of the great chamber window open where we are to rehearse, and the moon may shine in upon said casement.
Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to present the person of moonshine. But then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
I say, someone or other should represent wall. And let him have some plaster and loam to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, so that through the chink may Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin.
Woohoo! What hemp and homespuns that we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen?
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors!
Oh! Odors savor sweet. So does thy sweet breath, my sweet Thisbe dear. But hark! I hear a voice. I will enter anon, and stay here but a while, and I will return unto thee.
Strange epitomis him ever played here.
Must I speak now? Ah, Mary, must you? For you must understand that he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is yet to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like red rose on triumphant briar, most brisket juvenile and eke, most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Nini's tomb.
Nina's tomb, man. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I would lie!
Oh, monstrous, oh, strange! We are haunted, pray, masters fly!
Why do we run away?
Oh, madam! God changed! What do I see on me?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own?
Oh, bless thee, Bottom, bless thee, thou art translated!
What the?
I see their knavery. They seek to fright me if they could, to make an ass of me. I will not be afraid. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, so that they shall know that I am not afraid. The youth so cut so black of hue with all his horny bill, the thrust so with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the robin, and the lark, the cuckoo song so gray. There's no to many minds that mark can never answer nay. For who indeed would match his wit with such a stupid bird? Who would give the bird a lie, though he cry a cuckoo never saw?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, thou should have little reason for that. But in truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But I have wit enough to get out of this wood. I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep. Oh, and sing whilst thou on pressed flowers dost sleep, and I shall cure thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Cobweb, peas, blossom, mustard seed.
Ready?
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humblebees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to
beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Good Master Cobweb, I shall desire you of more acquaintance. If I cut my thumb, I will make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas Blossom.
Commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall make more acquaintance of you as well. Your name, honest gentleman.
Mustard Seed.
I pray you, good Master Mustard Seed. Your relatives have made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire to make you more acquaintance too.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. And when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
Anybody? No.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monsters in love!
Yes!
Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin is that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook a scene and entered into a break. When I did him at this advantage take, an ass's note I fixed it on his head. Anon, his destiny must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, as they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping follower eye, so to sight, away his fellows fly. I led them on in this distracted fare, and the sweet Pyramus translated there. One at that moment, so it came to pass, Titania awakened and straightway loved in us!
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman at his side, so that when she awakest, of course, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden patience. Hast thou slain him then?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. Lysander is not dead, nor am I guilty of his blood. For aught that I can tell.
I pray you, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
The privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her, therefore, in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, will I remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fate overrules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
about the wood goes swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens looked out fine. All fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from a Tatar's bow. Whoa!
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, win his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorning you should never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born in the nativity, all truth appears.
Oh, you do advance your cunning more and more when truth tells truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over?
I had no judgment to her, I swore.
Oh, nor none in my mind. Now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, yeah?
Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, oh, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne?
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. Oh, can you not hate me as I know you do? But must you join in souls to mock me too? Oh, if you were men, as men you are in show, you would not treat a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Oh, never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but its guest-wise sojourn, and to Helen is at home returned.
Oh.
There to remain.
Thou art not Lysander.
Oh.
By mine eye found, mine ear I thank it, led me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, who would not let him by. Oh, fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of what? Why seekest thou me? Could this not make thee know the hate that I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Oh, lo! She is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you, with these, contrived to bait me with this foul derision?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and make your other love, Demetrius, even but now did spur me with his foot, to follow me and call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Oh, I do. Persever, counterfeit, sad looks, fake mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink, each at other. Oh, this sport, well carried, shall be chronicled.
Stay, gentle Helena! Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena!
Sweet, do not
she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. I love thee, Helena. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say, I can love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too. Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Hang off, thou canst not bear!
What, do you not jest?
Yes, suit, and so do you.
I will keep my word with thee, Demetrius.
I would I had no bond, for I perceive that a weak bond holds you. I'll trust not your word.
What would you have me do? Strike her, hurt her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander?
Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest. I hate thee and love Helena.
Oh. Oh. Fie, you counterfeit. You puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now I see she hath made compare between our statures. She has urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she has prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in your esteem because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Oh! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus?
Get thee gone, you bead, you acorn! Now she holds me not. Now let's try who's right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow thee? Nay. I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
Mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
Oh, I will no longer trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
So if everyone would filter in, get your seats, we'll get ready for Act 2. I should mention that Troy Williams, who played Ingus and Snug, were filled in by Bob Currier and Jackson Currier in that first part. Thank you. Troy had an attorney visit, so we had a little interruption, which is better than, like, we have had actors disappear or be transferred, so that's all been good this year. So. I'm going to get off the stage, and the second half will begin. So thank you.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, O King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me that I would know the man by the Athenian garment he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, till over their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep, then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose virtue hath this property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared and filled in town, oh God, and lead them up and down. Shh, here comes one. Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now! Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou? I will be with thee straight! Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou run away! Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak in some bush! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou brag into the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt not come?
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, will try no manhood here. He goes before me, and still dares me on. Where I come, where he goes, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heel than I. Oh, I followed fast. Whew. But faster did he fly. That followed him I, in dark uneven way. And here will rest me. Ho, ho, coward! Why comest thou not?
Abidest me if thou darest, for well I wot, thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! A bathe-thought hour! Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens whom my poor company detest, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3? Come one more, 2 of both kinds makes a 4. Here she comes, cursed inside. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars, I can no longer crawl, no longer go. My feet can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep a sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy, and the country proverb known that every man shall have his own, in his waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, not shall go ill, and the man shall have his Marigan, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, whilst I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Oh, where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Oh, where is, oh, honey. Oh, Cobweb.
Ready?
Oh, fetch me the honey bag, Cobweb. Give it you. Oh, and where is Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready? What's your will?
Oh, nothing except to help Calvary Peas Blossom to scratch. Methinks I need to go to that barber. Oh, I am marvelously hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass that if my face does itch, I must scratch.
What? Will thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I would like to hear the tongue and bones.
Say, sweet love, what else thou desirest to eat?
I could munch your good dry oats.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek out the squirrel's horn and fetch thee new nuts.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. I would like maybe a handful or 2 of peas. Oh, but, don't you people not disturb me, or I feel an exposition of sleep on the pine.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away.
Welcome, good Marin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents. but is the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon. Oh, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Ow! How mine eye does loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call. And strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5%.
Music, oh, such as charm and sleep.
Now thou wakest with thy old fool's eyes. Peep!
Sound! Music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
Fairy King, attendant mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
No, really, it's quite all right.
Go, one of you. Find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we have the vanguard of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I never heard such musical discord, such sweet thunder.
Judge when you hear, but soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here, asleep, and this, Lysander, and this, Demetrius, and Helena, old natives Helena. My lord, I wonder if we've been here together.
No doubt. They rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but the couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
Oh, my lord, I shall reply, half asleep, half waking. I cannot truly say how I came to be here, but as yet I do swear, and now I think it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord. You have enough. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of this their stealth, hither their purpose to this wood. And I, in fury, followed them, and fair Helen, in fancy, followed me. But, my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is, my love for Hermia has melted as the snow. Now the virtue of my eye, the object and the pleasure of my heart is only Helena.
Fair lovers, You are fortunately met of this discourse we marvel here and on. Aegis, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And as for the morning now, something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
The so me things. And I have found Demetrius like a Jew. Mine own, but not mine own.
Are we awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Did not the Duke, was he not here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
Oh, and Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us go and follow him. And on the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my part comes, call me and I will answer. I guess. Oh! I've had a dream. A dream past the wit of man to say what kind of dream it was. Methought I had. Oh God. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it has no bottom. It's clever. And I will perform it at the end of our play before the Duke. Yes, I will. Yes. Aha!
Have you seen to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge pyramids but he.
No, he had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 a day during his life. He could not escape 6 a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 a day. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 a day for playing pyramids or nothing.
Masters, the Duke is coming with 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. Had our sport going forward, we be made men.
Yeah. Well, these lads! Well, these hops!
Most Marin, yea, most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am not a true Athenian.
What? Let us hear.
I will tell you everything right as it fell out. But, no more of me, for the long and the short of it is, our play is preferred! So, in any case, let this be have clean and linen, and don't give it that. And, oh no, let the lion not pare his nails. For I, actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to utter only sweet breath. For I assure you, they will say we have a sweet play indeed. Can't you stand still for a second? But no more words! Away! Go away! This way. No, that way.
We get to play now, yeah.
I swear if we cut you, you'd bleed alcohol.
'Tis
strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from earth to heaven and from heaven to earth. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns into shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy in fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
Oh my goodness.
Accompany your beds, your boards, and your walks.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Call Aegis!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening?
A play there is, my lord. Some 10 words long, which is about as brief as I have known a play. And tragical it is, my lord, for therein Pyramus doth kill himself.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which have never labored in their minds to now, and have toiled with unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear that play.
No, no, my lord, it is not for you. Nothing in this world, my lord, unless you can find sport in their tents, extremely stretched and conjured with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything could be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places. Ladies?
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. Love and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most to my capacity.
The prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on to truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, or if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chinks, poor souls they all content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presented moonshine, for if you would know. By moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Nani's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled her mantle, she did fall, which lion bow with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his bloody, boiling breast. And Thisbe tarrying in mulberry shade, and Thisbe tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died for all the rest. Let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude, it doth present that I, one snug the joiner, present a wall and such a wall as would have you think that had in it a cranny hole or chink, to which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper very often secretly. This loom, this stone, this rough cast to show that I am the same wall. True is so.
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Would you desire Lyman here to speak better? Here comes Pyramus. Silence.
O night, whichever heart when day is not. O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that separates her father's ground and mine, show me thy chink so that I may view with mine eye. For what's this I see? No Thisbe do I see! Oh, vile wall through whom I see no bliss! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, we think being sensible, should curse again.
No, 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 my lord. He should not. Thus deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to come forward, and I am to spy her through the wall.
O wall, for oft hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
Methinks I see a voice. Thisbe's voice. Let me to the chink to see if I can spy with my... I hear a face! Thisbe!
My love? Thou art my love, I think.
Think what you will, for I am truly thy love, and like Lamander still.
And I, like Helen, to the fates me kill.
Oh! Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou to Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
And thus have I, wall, my parts discharged. Away, wall, duck, go!
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
So it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
You ladies whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor. Wait for chance, both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wild as rage doth roar. Then know that I am one snug the joiner, that I am one this same wall. Truth is so.
And then the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Me?
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn does the horn moon present.
He should have worn his horns on his head.
This lanthorn does the horn moon present. Myself, the man in the moon do seem to be.
I am aweary of this moon, would it would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane, but yet in courtesy, in all reason we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say to you is the lanthorn is the moon. I, the man in the moon,
So this thorn bush, my thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
Why should all of these be in the lanthorn? For they all be in the moon. But silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Nitty's tomb. But where's my love?
Well run, Thisbe! Well run, Thisbe!
Well roared, lion.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
And well mouse, lion.
And thus the lion vanished.
Bye-bye.
Then came Pyramus.
O moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams, thy glittering, glorious, golden gleams. But stay, O spite. But mark, O night, what dreadful dole do we have here? O dainty duck, O dear. Come, furies, fell. Who will control, crush, and quell? You.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore hath lion vile here deflowered my dear, that lived, that loved, that looked, that liked with cheer? Come, tears confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Oh, now. Die! Oh, die! Die! Go! Die.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe returns to find her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Asleep, my love? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Are you dumb? Dead? A tomb? Must cover thy sweet lips. These thine eyes, this cherry nose, are gone. Oh, sisters three, come to me. Oh, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends.
Thus this ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
No! I assure you, they do not. But the wall between their fathers is down. So, would you like to see an epilogue or to hear a burgomass dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. But come, your burgomass, let your epilogue alone.
Burgomass! 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Hath tolled 12. Lovers to bed! 'Tis almost fairy time! As palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed! A fortnight hold we this solemnity and nightly revels and new jollity!
Now the hungry lion roars, while wolf behowls the moon, and the heavy plowman snores, all with witty tats for doom. And we fetties that do run by the power of the triple Hakate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be.
With this field you consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace.
And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet us all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think of this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if you have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Gentles, give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.